Hi everybody, I am going to show you the science that we will be using for the 2020-2021 school year. We are going to be using God's Design by Answers in Genesis, and it looks like it will be pretty cool. So what I have here is the textbooks and the teacher supplement. This is basically like your answer key and everything like that. I'll show you that in just a moment. Let's take a look at the world of plants. Well, I should show you. We have the world of plants, the world of animals, and the human body. My kids are really excited about the human body and the world of animals one. So let's take a look inside of here. Inside, it tells you that it gives you the website and stuff. Whenever you purchase, you get your downloadable resources, which is your worksheets, lab sheets, quizzes, and tests. And then here is the units. Unit 1 is Introduction to Life Science, and I'll show you what the special features are here in just a moment. But the special feature is Carl Linnaeus. Special feature is cells. Unit 2 is Flowering Plants and Seeds. Special feature redwoods and George Washington Carver. Roots and stems. Not every unit has a special feature, but they are pretty cool. Unit 4 is leaves. Unit 5 is flowers and fruits with a special feature of Pierre Joseph Reynaud. I think that's how you say it. Special feature, a rose by any other name. And then Unit 6 is unusual plants. And then you have your conclusion at the end. And some of them, the other two end with like a poster or something for their final project. And then you go into, this is basically telling you how to make it work for your 3rd through 5th, all the way up to your 6th through 8th. 3rd through 5th only do these 3 things. 6th through 8th does everything, the entire lesson. So at the beginning of each unit, it shows you what the lessons are in that unit, and it tells you like what they're going to learn in that unit. Like they're going to learn, let me do this real quick. There we go. They're going to learn to identify the 6 characteristics of living things, the 5 kingdom of living things, the method of classification of living things, and they're going to be able to describe the need for scientific names and describe basic parts of a cell using models. So that is pretty neat. All right, so each lesson starts with words to know and challenge words. Sometimes they don't have the challenge words, and sometimes they just have the challenge words. So that's pretty neat. I like how they have those words at the beginning. All right, so your 3rd through 8th are going to do this entire part right here. Look at those pictures. Amazing pictures. Let me turn this light on. Maybe that'll help a little bit. All right, and then your 3rd through 5th will stop right here at the blue, but your 6th through 8th will go all the way to the green. And again, you have your words to know and your challenge words. This is for lesson 2. And sometimes they have these little fun facts thrown in there. They're pretty cool. All right. And then like this right here, there are not any challenge words. It's just words to know. Again, you got your fun fact. And then here is one of the special features. This is about Charles Linnaeus and how he was the father of taxonomy, and has his where he was born in 1707 and died in 1778. And then we got some little fun information about him. But look at these pictures. Love these pictures. All right, and let me get to the next unit and show you what they'll be covering in the next unit. All right, so here's Unit 2, and then it has all the lessons, and they're going to be able to describe the function of each of the organs of flowering plants, describe why grasses are important to mankind, distinguish between deciduous and evergreen trees, and be able to distinguish between monocots and dicots. All right, so let me get to the next unit and show you that one. All right, Unit 3, these are the lessons. And they should be able to explain the types and functions of roots, explain the types and functions of stems, and describe the growth of plant stems. Look at this picture. Gorgeous. Another pretty cool picture. All right, let me get to the next unit. All right, in this unit, these are the lessons, and they should be able to describe how plants perform photosynthesis, describe the different shapes and arrangement of leaves, be able to explain why leaves change colors in the fall, and be able to use a field guide to identify plants. So let me get to the next unit. All right, so in Unit 5, these are the lessons, and they should be able to identify and describe the parts of a flower using models, describe the purpose of a fruit, and be able to explain the different plant life cycles. All right, and let me get to the last unit and show you it. All right, so this is Unit 6, and these are the lessons. And they should be able to describe the unique features of a carnivorous plant, be able to explain the different tropisms and how they benefit plants, describe how various plants are adapted to harsh environments, and describe how plants reproduce without seeds, and be able to explain why algae and fungi are not plants. All right, and then at the end of the book, you have your glossary. Let me get to it. Try to do it one hand. Hold on. You have your glossary at the end, and then you also have your challenge glossary. And it also has the index and the photo credits, so you know where they got their photos from. All right, so let me move on to the next book, The World of Animals. So The World of Animals. First, and then here's your units. So you have Unit 1, Mammals, and the special feature of Man and Monkeys. Unit 2 is Birds and Fish, sorry. Special feature, Charles Darwin. Unit 3, Amphibians and Reptiles. Special feature, When Did the Dinosaurs Live? And Rattlesnakes. Kids will really like that unit. Unit 4 is Arthropods. Unit 5 is Other Invertebrates. And Unit 6 is Simple Organisms, with their Animal Notebook final project and their conclusion. And again, you have this part right here. So Unit 1, here's the lessons, and they should be able to distinguish between invertebrates and invertebrates, identify the 5 characteristics of mammals, distinguish between apes and monkeys, and distinguish between marsupials and other mammals by the end of this unit. All right, so let's take a look. Okay, so here's all the pretty pictures. You got your words to know. That's pretty cool. Words to know with challenge words. Just love the pictures. And then this is the one where the special features are, or where the first special feature is. And here it is. Did man descend from the apes? Alright, so let me get to the next unit. Alright, Unit 2, here's the lessons. And then by the end of this, they should be able to explain how birds were designed for flight, describe the unique characteristics of birds and fish using examples, and distinguish between warm-blooded and cold-blooded animals. Alright, so let's get to the next unit. Alright, Unit 3, here's the lessons. And then they should be able to describe the unique characteristics of reptiles and amphibians using examples, distinguish between reptilian and amphibian life cycles, and describe how reptiles defend themselves. Alright, Unit 4. Here's the lessons, and they should be able to identify the characteristics of arthropods, describe the 5 groups of arthropods using examples, distinguish between complete and incomplete metamorphosis, and describe the body plan of insects, arachnids, crustaceans, and myriapods using models. Alright, on to the next unit. Alright, Unit 5, here's the lessons, and they should be able to describe the 3 groups of mollusks using examples, Illustrate the two-part life cycle of cnidarians. Describe the music. Describe the basic characteristics of echinoderms. Describe 2 ways that sponges reproduce, and identify 3 kinds of worms. All right, on to the next unit. All right, and then unit 6, you have your lesson, and they should be able to describe the differences between monorans and protists. Identify the relationship between human health and protist, monorans, and viruses. All right, and just like the other one, you have your glossary back here. Let me get. All right, and here's the glossary, the challenge glossary, the index, and the photo credits. Sorry about that. Then we have the human body. All right, and unit 1 is the body overview with special feature of Leonardo Da Vinci. Bones and muscles, nerves and senses with special feature of brain surgery. The kids will love that. Record. Unit 4 is digestion, special feature Florence Nightingale. Heart and lungs, special feature blood, who needs it. Skin and immunity, special feature Gregor Mendel. And then you have your body poster final project, and then a conclusion. And again, this tells you what to do. Right? Look at that picture. Alright, so unit 1. Here's your lessons. They should be able to describe the function of the major organ system in the human body. Explain how cells, tissues, organs, and systems are related. And then look at the babies. So cute. Alright, and then here's a special feature of Leonardo Da Vinci. And it tells that he lived from 1452 to 1519.
That's a long time.
Alright, and then unit 2, here's the lessons. They should be able to identify the major bones of the body, describe the relationship between muscles and bones, and distinguish between voluntary and involuntary muscles. And there's that picture. Look how sweet. Alright, on to the next unit. Alright, unit 3, here's the lessons. And they should be able to describe how the nervous system is related to the rest of the body, describe how different parts of the brain control different functions, and explain how each of the 5 senses gather information. Alright, unit 4, here's the lessons. They should be able to identify and describe the function of the parts of the digestive system, and describe the importance of proper nutrition. Unit 5, here's the lessons, and they should be able to describe the flow of blood through the heart, veins, and arteries, explain the function of different parts of blood, describe the flow of air through the respiratory system, and describe how the circulatory and respiratory systems interact. Alright, and the last unit, here's the lessons. They should be able to identify the source of skin color, describe the 3 layers of the skin, describe the parts of the immune system and their function, and explain how traits are inherited. Alright, and I should show you that they make it really easy to find the units that you're looking for, because they are all, you see that? Alright, and let me show you. Okay, so inside of the teacher supplement, let me back up. Inside the teacher supplement book, you open it up, and it has a teacher introduction, the answer key for all the units, and it has your resource guide and your master supply list, and then it shows where the works were cited from. Right? Okay, and here you have why teach life science. And this, I love this right here. And it talks about all the different learning styles, like your auditory, your visual, and your kinesthetic. Talks about how to teach the units. How do you teach creation versus evolution? Integrating the 7 C's: creation, corruption, catastrophe, confusion, Christ, cross, and consummation. And then you get into, like, right here's your first lesson, and it has your supply list and the answers to the what did we learn section and the taking it further section. And then it also lets you know when to integrate your, or when to give your quizzes, and it has all the answers for your quizzes. And then, yeah. And then back here, there's the works cited, the master supply list, and it tells you what supplies are needed and for what lesson. The resource guide. Oh, sorry, dirty dishes. There's your resource guide. And tells you what supplies are needed for your conclusion and your final exam. And here's all the answers for your final exam. So that's what these books have. Alright, so if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll be happy to look at them and answer them. Thank you. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.